Good morning, everyone. Right now it's 11 a.m. on February 20th. So we're at Dimension. Daisy May is selling turnips. She's only selling for a limited time. Have a lovely day. Oh, yeah. She's back into the winter clothes. Even though winter does not have much longer left. I think it ends on the 20th or something like... Or not the 20th. Because today's the 20th. It might honestly be... Today might be the last day of winter. I don't think it is. I think it goes a little longer than that. But it definitely ends before the end of February, which is in 10 days. Let's see. We got that thing from Jolly Red, which might have been real. We'll have to check. Let's see. Well, I think it raised our score by 10,000 points, if I'm correct. Let's see. Happy Home Academy. Yeah, so about 10,000 points is just doing the bathroom. Still doesn't help me any, because the Happy Home Academy fucking hates me, but... What else is to be expected at this point? Praise Helix. Yeah, I don't ever expect the Happy Home Academy to, like, not hate us. You know? It would be nice to get that gold trophy, but I just don't know if it's... I just don't know how that's possible. Like, we legitimately have every room of our house filled out. And then some, and I guess... And it's just never enough for them. They will never be satisfied. Fucking Happy Home Academy. Grumble, grumble. At least I don't gotta deal with Lyle in this game, yelling at me constantly. Could be, so it could be worse. There's a fossil over there. Nothing over here. Nothing over here. Here's Daisy May. Oh yeah, it did rain, so we're gonna have more gyroids. Yep, I kind of forgot about that until just the second. Yep, of course there's the other snowball. Of course it ended up over there. They can never end up both on that same beach, no? Or in that same, like, area. They have always got to end up on one side or another. So stupid. Oh, yeah, there's one. See, I knew it was only a matter of time until something started spawning here. Not a fossil, but gosh, we got a lot of gyroids today. And the shovel broke. Oh, we do actually have a new shovel in our house. In front of the house. I guess let's go grab that now. Actually, shortcut. Shortcut. So we know where one fossil is. It's up here. Or it's over by the farm, I mean. Here's the money train. We still gotta speedrun Animal Crossing at some point. Like, I don't know how fast I can... Like, I know we'll never beat my highest record, but I know we can still go pretty fast. Oh my gosh. Ugh. You know, there's one down there. Oh, and here it is. Oh, look at that. The convenience of that. I think that's actually the second time one has spawned there. Because we have so many blue roses at this point that I just simply don't know what to do with them. Let's go. Alright, let's do the snowman. Alright. Now, let's do the fossils first, then do the snowman. So, do I have any more talk about Wii Sports 4? Because there were technically, like, 2 more demos since we last streamed for Wii Sports 4, which is totally not Nintendo Switch Sports. No, they're completely different things. And, because the last thing happened. And, okay, yeah, I do kind of have one story. So, the last demo happened last night, and I went over to my parents' place for, like a, not Sunday night dinner, but, you know, right, basically the equivalent of, like, a Sunday night dinner. And while I was over there, my father loves Wii Sports, right? He loves it. Because, you know, so I was like, oh, yeah, I got the demo for Wii Sports. You want to try it out? And he was like, yeah, of course. So, yeah, he took it out, and, you know those videos, those classic videos of people on the Wii not wearing their wrist strap and throwing the controller straight into the TV? That didn't happen here. That did not it did not happen like that. He did not break his TV throwing a Joy-Con into the TV. He, however, did not wear his wrist strap. So while he was doing bowling, he pulled it back, and when he threw it, it went straight up in the air. So it didn't go into the TV, it went straight up, hit the ceiling, bounced back, and landed on the couch behind him. So yeah, he threw it up, and it landed behind him. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was funny. That was like the first game he got into because bowling. But yeah, other than that, you know, everything went how you'd expect. I think he won a game of tennis because, yeah. Did he win sword fighting? I don't remember. He might have. I know he definitely lost one, but he might have also won one. But yeah, that's Wii Sports. He liked it. So yeah, the new Wii Sports, it's... Gosh, it's there. It's Wii Sports. Wait, why did I come in here? I'll come back to you, Timothy and Tomathan. We got other things to grab first. It's, you know, it was the Wii Sports demo. It's exactly what you'd expect. Wii Sports 4. It's still... April is still very long away, but, it's good. Yeah, not like it stopped anybody on Twitter from talking about it. Like, seriously, no. Everybody on Twitter still talked about it. Everybody No, it's weird how few people posted screenshots that the Nintendo Switch can take themselves. most people were like taking pictures of like their TV screen, which I find interesting, but it ain't that big of a deal. Oh, we do actually have one for Sasha. Let's chat first. And then let's give gifts. Give me a second, I gotta blow my nose. Oh my gosh. And then my ear is agitating me this morning. Ugh, I don't know why. Oh, a spirit costume. That's like a... my thought is cheerleader uniform, but... Because, like, you know, spirit... It's either that or ghost, but I doubt it's ghost. It would have been so funny. Oh, Sprite. It's not spirit, it's Sprite. What was I gonna say? Yeah, it would be funny if they had a sheet ghost costume in here. Like, you could just become a sheet ghost. That would be really funny, but no. What else? Yeah, I did Wii Sports. Oh gosh, I watched, so since, you know, I'm only bringing this up because we've been talking about it. I watched, MatPat's final, FNAF, oh, what's it called? Pizzaplex? What's it? Security Breach. That's the name of the game. Security Breach video, which he put out yesterday. And basically where he says that, yeah, he presents his theory that, like, that Gregory is controlling Vanessa or something like that. That Gregory definitely is a robot. Which I still, like, I see, like, I think of it from the narrative perspective. Narratively, it makes sense that Gregory is a robot. Right, or, that right, or not that he's a robot, but that he's the crying child. And for the crying child to be alive, he'd have to be a robot. So yeah, I think narratively that makes sense. And then the same thing with Vanessa being the girl. Is it Elizabeth? Elizabeth Afton? That also, like, narratively, it kind of makes sense. I feel like that one's a little more loosely defined. But, like, I see it. And then same thing with Michael being Glamrock Freddy. Yeah, I see it. Narratively, it makes enough sense. Wow, that rolled for a minute. But yeah, basically he talks about the audio logs and how one of them is clearly with Vanessa. They even say it. And they say that Vanessa's dad is Bill, which is William. But then the other tape is, Patient 42, who is probably the crying child, who we don't have a name for. It still surprises me that we have names for basically everybody else, except for this dang crying. Like, we even got the name for Golden Freddy, Cassidy. But nope. There was a theory that the name was Evan for a while, but I guess we were never conclusive on that information, so... Yep, still just the crying child. I mean, I guess it's the crying child is Gregory now, I guess. Kind of, maybe. I don't know. Alright, let's go visit the eyelids. Yeah, it's clear, like, how sloppy this game is. Like, I've gotten my fair amount of enjoyment out of Security Breach, but that's not from playing. That's from watching other people play it and have, like, struggle with it. Because you can get a lot of enjoyment out of a game you never played. Fallout 70... Okay, well, while I have technically played Fallout 76, at the time of its release, Fallout 76 was the most enjoyment I have gotten out of a game that I never played. Like, and it wasn't even like, oh, not only had I never played it, I'd never even seen a Let's Play of it. Just people talking about Fallout 76. Most enjoyment I got out of a game, man. Those Joseph Anderson videos, so good. And, like, all the other controversies around it, so entertaining. I think that's fake. I'm like 90% sure that's fake. We'll buy it anyways, but I'm pretty sure that's fake. I know for a fact this one's fake, but because I think the polecat's supposed to be white. Not like that brown. But it might not be. Maybe I'm mixing them up in my head. But yeah. I've gotten a lot of enjoyment out of Security Breach for not having played it, but from, like, watching Markiplier play it, from the MatPat stuff. Just from general sense in the community. It's like, oh, this is really interesting, right? This is fun. I've seen, like, Michael Afton's been trending on Twitter, like, all week. It's like, huh, okay. I haven't, admittedly, I've seen, like, okay, there has been a running joke about, like, people finding Michael Afton sexy, which at this point I think has become parody of itself. But I have genuinely seen some, like, good artwork from, like, the FNAF community over the past few days. Because of it. Something unfortunate will happen today. Yeah, of course, Katrina, I'll pay you. Oh, honestly, I've gotten to the point of only paying Katrina. Unless, yeah, you know what? Honestly, I've gotten to the point of only paying Katrina because there's a chance of getting the Zodiac figures, which I would love all 12 Zodiac figures. Don't know what I'll do with them, but I think they'd be cool. Oh, okay. Oh, that's adorable. Yeah, overall, I think Security Breach just seems to be a mess of a game. Like, in every standpoint, it seems to be like I remember when we made fun of, or when people were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe Scott just released Five Nights at Freddy's 4 3 weeks after Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Oh my gosh, he must be rushing the games. But, you know, I mean, okay, I don't know anything about Friday Night Funkin'. I know we've talked about it on stream before. I know nothing about it, but I guess they did like a Kickstarter, and now it's been like 6 months or something from that Kickstarter, and I guess they haven't done like any backer updates or anything, so people are like worried about like what's going on. And so people are like, oh, it's never gonna happen. We're never gonna get anything from this Kickstarter now. And then people have been like someone said that, something to that amount. And then people have been like clowning on it. And that's kind of like FNAF was like the opposite of that. Oh my gosh, we're getting so many updates already. Wow, there must be like something wrong here because it's updating too fast. And eventually that did crescendo in Faz World, or FNAF World, which I thought was fine. A lot of people really hate. I really do think the updates made it, like, specifically the update where he released the game for free, and then later on the Halloween update did fix a lot of the problems. Like, the original release of the game, totally rushed. Every subsequent release, nope, those were good. I had fun with them as RPGs. You know, I've so going off on another tangent here. God, that's all I do anymore. That's all I've ever done, actually. I guess that so in that Nintendo Direct, they announced a game called Live Alive, or something like that. And I learned about that game that it's only like 30 hours. It's a remake of like an SNES game that never released out of Japan, but it's only a 30-hour game. And like seeing that and like based on the price point, I'm like, and it's like 30 hours to play, 40 hours to complete. So it's not like, oh, you can beat the story in 30 hours, but it takes 100 hours to complete it. No, you can like complete it in like 40 hours. And my response is like, oh man, I might actually play that. Because everyone says it's so good. And with it being that short, it's like, oh my gosh, I can actually probably play that in like 2 weeks. Oh my gosh, I could actually play that one. So, like, that's because I prefer games that are shorter, that you get a lot, that, like, I don't want a quality game that's 100 hours versus a very high quality game that's 2 hours. I'll pick the very high quality game that's 2 hours any day of the week. Sure, the 100-hour game is still really good, right? Persona 5, really good. Xenoblade Chronicles, one of the best games of all time. But if you were to give me Xenoblade Chronicles or like Donut County just to play, I'd probably pick Donut County. Because it's 2 very high quality hours of gaming. Actually, I've speedrun Donut County in less than an hour. And I wasn't even trying to speedrun it. That was just me like casually playing through it. Doing my like 4th playthrough. It took me like less than an hour. Donut County is so good, by the way. And I think that was that 100%ing it? I think it took me like another half hour to 100% when I played it for the first time on Xbox. I should play Donut County again. Oh gosh. It's really cool. It's a really quick, really fun game. But yeah, and that was FNAF World. FNAF World's like this Earthbound inspired RPG, because of course it is. And it took me, I think you can do it in like 20 hours, if that. I doubt it even takes that long, honestly. But it's like, oh yeah, no, I had fun with it. But yeah, and then the Halloween, oh god, the Halloween update stuff is, I mean, it's funny. Chico's Rainbow World, FNAF 57, funny stuff, but, yeah. But I don't know, there was just something about, and I don't blame, and again, people always blame the fans. Oh, the fans were foaming at the mouth for the game, so they just rushed it and put it out early. Now, if people can wait for a delay, if people waited a year already on delay, they could wait another year. Like I said with Cyberpunk. If you look at the internal documents and stuff leaked from CD Projekt Red, all the rush to put out Cyberpunk was not because of fan demand. It was because the higher-ups at the studio were requiring them to release the game by the end of the year 2020? Yeah, by the end of the year 2020. That's why it came out. That's why it was so rushed. Is because the higher-ups were demanding they do it. The executives. Not because of the fans, but because of the executives. It always goes back to the executives. And, like, I think, like, Scott was rushing them to put out the game early? No. No, I don't think so. I don't know. There's a myriad of reasons games can be buggy and broken. There's never just one. Like, a thing that also happens a lot of the time is that QA testing. Like, studios have QA teams that both go underpaid, overworked, and are just entirely ignored. I don't remember what the game was. I don't think it was Anthem, but it was one of those, like, style of games that released as a buggy, broken mess. And the QA team came out and was like, oh, we knew the game was going to be a buggy, broken mess. We had maybe it was even CD Projekt Red Cyberpunk 2077, where they were like, we knew the game was a mess, we knew it was broken, we told them to delay it, just on a QA standpoint, and they said no, and they pushed it out anyways. And they said like, oh, delay it by like 6 months, and they were like, nope. And of course now Cyberpunk got its play date, like a full year later. right? It finally got its play date like last week or 2 weeks ago now. I don't know. I might play Cyberpunk eventually. I've definitely thought about it. Huh, I have no. So there's all talking, I guess, what, world news, politics. We do that occasionally. There's these protests going on in Canada, and Canada has like invoked emergency acts. And I'll be honest, I just have no idea what's going on. Like, I really should probably look into it, read some more on it. So at the moment, I'm not gonna say, like, I'm just, like, I keep seeing it, things are happening, things are developing, but I definitely don't have the full context to it. So yeah, for the moment, I'm just gonna say, yeah, it's happening, and maybe we'll talk more about it later. I don't know, I'm not Canadian, so... Nope. I'm from the good old state of Texas. Yeehaw, cowboy. And we've got our own fucking problems to deal with. At least we didn't freeze to death this year. Like, gosh, it could have been so much worse. Oh, we still have our customization kits. Is that our... We don't need the Sprite costume. Scary painting, and this is a poncho coat. Okay, we'll figure out what to sell in here. Yeah, I really should look in. Like, I see more developing all the time, and it's like, oh, I should really look into this. Oh, look, it's another Power Stone. I still don't know why they're called Power Stones. Oh, see, I thought there was potential that could be real. I didn't have any guarantees, of course, but I thought, you know what, that might be real. No, actually, I'm going to keep that. We'll sell everything else, though. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, let's go. We got a gift to give to Bobbert, so let's go see if we can find Bobbert. And then we'll go get our money for turnips. Okay, wait, what? Oh, good, Bobbert's in his house. Alright. Oh, gosh dang it, Bobbert. I'll wait for you to... I gotta wait for you to sit up now. This is gonna take forever. Oh wow, thanks Wario64. A deal on 720 Oreos for 12 bucks. That's such a good deal. Yeah, we gotta wait for him to stand up. Maybe if we stand over here, he'll come walk over to us. I hate that you can't give gifts while they're sitting down. Like, I know they have to have the special unwrapping animation, but oh my gosh, it's always a problem, especially when KK Slider's over. Yep, have some pears, Bobbert. A Jester's cap. Ooh, woo. Oh, Queen Elizabeth II has tested positive for COVID. Oh, that's not good. She'll probably be fine. You know, if Trump survived it, she'll probably survive it. Probably. Alright, I'm gonna look at, real quick, before we do turnips real quick. Let's see here. Nope, the one we bought is fake. Okay. I just couldn't remember off the top of my head if it was fake or not. It's not like it matters. Either way, paintings refresh tomorrow. Alright, let's go... Let's go drop off her stuff. Let's go buy some turnips, shall we? Nook shopping. Just checking these other things real quick. I think we've bought all the carnival masks at this point. I've at least tried to. Nope, we have both. I'm still convinced there's one we're missing. Maybe not, but I'm pretty sure. Let's deposit everything. And withdraw $1 million. So last week, we probably had a large spike. The odds are very fickle, but I'm going to bet on us having a large spike and see where it goes from there. So let me pull up my turnips, and yeah, I'm pretty... It wasn't guaranteed to be a large spike or anything, but it was more likely than not a large spike. Where are my turnips? Oh, I should talk about that. 94. Okay, that's not bad. Yeah, it was... I mean, it's only 56 to 44, but... still. I'm gonna bet we had a large spike. And at a price of 94, that's a fair bit of turnip. So, something I have not talked about. So, as you know, everyone's been doing the Wordle. And I finally looked up, like, what Wordle was, finally. And because, you know, first I saw Greg Miller do it. Greg Miller was probably the first person on Twitter I saw doing it every day. And then I think probably later on Jack Patello. But eventually I was finally like, you know what? I guess I finally just gotta look up this Wordle and start doing it. So I've been doing it. And that's been going fine. But we talked about Gary Whitta, who did Loodle, right? Which is Wordle, but with lewd words. And I was like, yeah, let me try this one out. Sure, let's see how this one goes. And that's the one I've been posting on Twitter every day. Not my Wordle. I actually don't think I post my Wordle anywheres. But I post my Loodle on Twitter every day. I do both. Loodle is, in my opinion, a lot harder than Wordle. Because at least in Wordle, I can sort of maybe potentially stumble into the right answer. Right? Just by, like, knowing words. Loodle, on the other hand, it's a lot harder. Because there are some words that you just would never guess. Or it's like, oh my god, it's so hard to guess. I was so annoyed. So the other day, so you know, there's, so it was the other day, and I was like, oh, it's, everything was leaning towards it being the word pussy. And it's like, okay, pussy. And then I started doing it, and it's like, no, I can't, it's not P. So then, if you don't know, in the modern generation, everything has ussy in it nowadays. That's like something, some guy just started adding ussy to basically everything with a hole. And I'm like, oh my god, this is going to be impossible. Literally every word, every letter of the alphabet has an ussy at this point. Because, like, you try bussy and that doesn't, like, that's my first thought. No, that's not it. I ended up, I think I got it, like, I think I got it on, like, my 4th attempt. And it was, cussy, car pussy. And it's like, oh my god. And there are some words, like, I don't know. Sometimes I get very lucky with words. But yeah, it's all a mess. But finally yesterday, I got it on my first guess. I have been using the same first word. Boobs. I've been using boobs every day as my first word since the game launched. And it was finally boobs yesterday. Finally. So, like, after all this... And I know it's not a great first word. But, you know, it became the joke. And I thought, at one point, I thought it was going to pay off. Because it was like... Oh, it was something similar to that at one point. But finally, yesterday, it paid off. So after, like, weeks of doing the Loodle, finally. And now I'm done. I've peaked. I'm never going to get one again. I might as well just call it quits right there. Nah, I'm probably... It's hard. Like, Loodle is way harder, in my opinion. Just because, like, I don't have a walking schmutt dictionary. Like, I know I've played a lot of Cards Against Humanity, but even still, that's not enough. Have I talked about the Cards Against Humanity backlash? I must have at some point. I see a lot of backlash on Cards Against Humanity. That it's right, and, like, Cards Against Humanity is just a game for, like, unfunny people that get to pretend to be funny. And my response is, so? There's no fucking problem with that. There are a lot of people who aren't funny. Yours truly isn't funny. There's nothing wrong with having a card game that allows unfunny people to feel funny for a little bit. And people, like, will complain that, like, oh, it gets repetitive if after you play it, like, 4 times, you've seen every joke. I played it every day for almost a year. And I did get tired of it, totally. But that didn't happen for... that didn't happen for a while. Right? No, me and my friends would get together every day after school and play Cards Against Humanity. And no, we didn't get sick of it. For a long time. I mean, we did eventually. Like, I can't stand the game anymore. But no, I think all the debates against Cards Against Humanity are bullshit. And like, and part of the reason why I still defend it, though, is because Cards Against Humanity is my gateway drug. Right? When it came into getting into like board games as a whole, my gateway was Cards Against Humanity. I got into Cards Against Humanity, and then everything else kind of fell into place, right? After that, I was able to like, oh, well, hey, I'm going to pick up Cards Against Humanity and Secret Hitler, which was their other project, and stuff like that. But, oh, hey, look, board games are fun. I'm going to pick up this, and I'm going to pick up that. And, hey, Edmund McMullen just launched a Kickstarter campaign for Binding of Isaac. Oh, I'll pick up that, sure. Oh, hey, Catan? Yeah, sure, this seems fun. Like, I know for a lot of people, Catan is their gateway, right? They'll, like, play Catan, and then, boom, that'll get them into everything else. But for me, it was Cards Against Humanity. I have an official card with my name on it, for Christ's sake. But, yeah, no, I'm just, like, all the besmirching of Cards Against Humanity, it's like, yeah, sure, like, some of those things are true. That doesn't mean it's a bad game, like, at all. I do think it's just, this sort of arrogance-ness, this sort of pompousness, like, oh, are you too good for Cards Against Humanity? Even though, again, I don't want to play the game, like, ever again. No, I totally see, like, where, those complaints are coming from, but I still think Cards Against Humanity is a good game. No, I will still defend it. But did it become oversaturated? Totally, because everybody started doing it, and when it became popular, everybody also started ripping it off. The amount of Cards Against Humanity ripoffs are crazy. But no, I will still defend the game to this day. I don't want to play it, but no, I'll defend it. Yeah, look at you being too high and mighty to sit around with some friends, drink, and read some stupid cards. Oh, sorry. You're too fucking pretentious. And instead you want to play Carcassonne. Oh, wow. I've actually never played Carcassonne. It is, yeah, Carcassonne, right? Yeah. I don't know. It's a whole thing. But yeah, Loodle, Gary Whitta's Loodle is, yeah, no, I enjoy it enough. I struggle with it so much. But yeah. Yeah, finally it all paid off. But yeah, I see all these posts that are like, what's the best word to use as your first guess in Wordle? What about the best word to use as your first guess in Loodle? Like, what word gets rid of the most letters? And I know they added a mode where you can use, like, non-lewd words. Nah, I'm trying to avoid that. I think it definitely makes the game harder, but I've been trying to avoid that. So yeah, we got 1,000,000 in turnips. It's, we'll see how it plays out. It might not, it might, we'll see. Am I gonna make any changes to the bathroom today? Probably not. Like, at the moment, I don't plan to make any changes to the bathroom. At least not, I mean, I know we can start now that we know how much the Happy Home Paradise hates it. But at the same time, I also don't have any good new ideas for the bathroom, so, like, I guess I'm good. Yeah, I got a paper to write. Because even though tomorrow's President's Day and we got the day off, still got papers are still due Sunday night. Does that get it? Okay, good, that did get it. It shouldn't take me that long. But yeah, I gotta go do that, like, now. I was gonna do it yesterday, and then I just got completely sidetracked. Honestly, I kind of forgot about it until, like, the last minute. Now, I think we do actually have the golden toilet. If I remember correctly, there is a golden toilet, and we do have it. So, like, if I wanted to make that toilet a golden toilet, we could. Oh, look at that pumpkin soup. Fruit pizza. Yummy, yummy. Fruit pizza. You know, as a kid, I did not... I think the Wiggles are... They're either Australian or New Zealand. I don't remember which off the top of my head. Either way, as a kid, I did not realize that. I think they're Australian. Gosh, I don't remember off the top of my head. Either way, I didn't realize it. I did not realize they were Australian until, like, way later as an adult. When I think that fruit salad became a meme at one point. But yeah, I never realized it. Oh my gosh. I mean, it probably had something to do with I didn't know what an Australian was. Until, like, way later in life. Okay, not that much later, but, you know, a little while later. But yeah. Like, I didn't even recognize, like, the accent or anything. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that's where we're going to end off today. We'll keep track of things during the week. We hit day 100 on... Let me see. On, I guess, Wednesday. So we'll figure out what to do then. I actually do already have a plan for what we're going to do on Wednesday. But, yeah, we'll improvise from there. And then, yeah. The series has... I think as of today, there is a month left. Yeah. Oh, shit. Is that our final day? Oh, crap. Ooh, that makes things more complicated. Oh, crap. I did not realize our final day was that day. Ooh, shit. I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, God, daylight savings time. Ah, fuck. Why hasn't the government gotten rid of this already? Remember, bureaucracy will fail you on every level. Ugh. Yeah, that's where we're going to end off. Okay, that's kind of funny. But yeah, that actually does bring up a good point. What is the non-binary word? I guess it would be sibling, the non-binary word for brother or sister. It's just, this is my sibling. Hey, I mean, I already know, like, people only refer to, like, hey, bro, in, like movies and whatnot. Nobody actually, like, they always just call them by their names. But, like, yeah, I guess it would just be sibling? Yeah, I guess so. I don't know, I don't think there's a better... Yeah, I guess sibling. Yeah. But yeah, with that, we're gonna end off. I hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. Until next time, peace.